From time to time, some car manufacturers go overboard with engineering, and the results are cars that people talk about for years. In this video, we're diving into some of the most insanely over-engineered cars ever built, vehicles that were designed far beyond their original purpose. If you're ready, let's get started. Number 13, Dodge Viper. The first generation Dodge Viper is a brute force icon, but also a shining example of deliberate over-engineering. Designed as a modern-day Cobra, the Viper was built with minimal driver aids and a massive 8.0-liter V10 engine sourced from a truck block, re-engineered by Lamborghini for road use. That monstrous engine produced 400 horsepower, propelling the lightweight body like a rocket with no ABS, no traction control, and no airbags. Its engineering was over the top in the most analog way possible. It had no exterior door handles or side windows in its early run. The Viper was raw, loud, and borderline dangerous, but precisely because of how uncompromising it was, engineers stripped away comfort and overloaded it with unfiltered mechanical force. It didn't need to be that extreme, but that's what made it unforgettable. Number 12, Mitsubishi 3000 GT. The Mitsubishi 3000 GT, known as the GTO in Japan, was the automotive equivalent of a Swiss Army knife. It was crammed with so many advanced features that it bordered on excessive. Twin turbocharged V6, all-wheel drive, all-wheel steering, active aerodynamics, electronically controlled suspension, and even a retractable spoiler. It had it all, often all at once. With around 320 horsepower in its VR4 trim, the car was powerful, but the weight of all that tech slowed it down. Maintenance was a nightmare, and the complexity led to expensive issues over time. Still, Mitsubishi's engineers wanted to prove they could outdo rivals by building a rolling tech showcase. It was over-engineered in a way that dazzled on paper, but often frustrated owners in the real world. Number 11, Volkswagen Phaeton. Commissioned by Ferdinand Piëch, the VW Phaeton was designed with one goal: prove that Volkswagen could build a luxury sedan better than Mercedes. The result was a car so over-engineered that it almost broke the company. It came with a W12 engine option, advanced air suspension, laminated glass, and a cooling system capable of operating in 50 degrees Celsius ambient temperature, per Piëch's specs. The car's chassis could support 300 kilometers per hour, despite being limited to 250 kilometers per hour. It had over 100 electric motors inside, used to power everything from the sunshades to the seats. The complexity was breathtaking and wildly impractical for a VW badged sedan. It was too expensive, too heavy, and way too ambitious for its own good. Yet, it remains an engineering marvel. Number 10, 991 and 992 Porsche 911 Targa. Modern Porsche 911 Targa models, especially the 991 and 992 generations, are stunningly over-engineered for what they do. Unlike traditional Targas with a simple removable roof panel, these models have a robotic ballet of motors and mechanisms that fold, lift, and slide the entire rear glass and roof panel, all just to open the top. It's a fascinating piece of machinery with dozens of moving parts choreographed in precise harmony, but it's arguably unnecessary complexity for a task that simpler convertibles solve with less risk and cost. Porsche did it because they could, not because they had to. The result is beautiful, innovative, and absurdly complex to fix if anything goes wrong. Number 9, Toyota Supra MK4. The MK4 Supra is famous for its tuning potential, but even in its stock form, it was massively over-engineered. Toyota's engineers gave it a 2JZGTE engine, a twin-turbo 3.0-liter inline-six built so robustly it could handle double or even triple its stock 320 horsepower with ease. Forged internals, a bulletproof iron block, and a sequential twin-turbo setup that was years ahead of its time made it a legend. But it wasn't just the engine. The Supra came with precise aerodynamics, advanced suspension geometry, and nearly perfect weight distribution. Toyota overbuilt it to such an extent that tuners still praise it decades later. In a way, Toyota spent too much money making a car that would outlast its market. It was over-engineered, yes, but that's what made it iconic. Number 8, Ford GT. The second-gen Ford GT was a modern homage to the legendary GT40, but with engineering complexity turned up to 11. Beneath it its sleek exterior lies a 5.4-liter supercharged V8, producing over 550 horsepower, paired with a dry sump lubrication system usually reserved for race cars. The chassis was an aluminum space frame with carbon fiber panels, a feat of modern material science and weight saving. The suspension used advanced components borrowed from motorsport, and the car's aerodynamics were meticulously refined in wind tunnels. This level of detail made the GT a beast on the track, but also led to extremely high production costs and maintenance headaches. Ford pushed boundaries, but the GT's complexity made it less accessible than intended. Number 7, 2004 Porsche Carrera GT. Porsche's Carrera GT is a masterpiece of engineering excess. It housed a 5.7-liter V10 engine originally developed for Formula 1, delivering 605 horsepower through a 6-speed manual transmission. The entire car was built using carbon fiber for weight savings, including the monocoque chassis. But the over-engineering didn't stop at materials and engine. It featured a sophisticated suspension system, carbon ceramic brakes, and an advanced aerodynamics package. The GT's electronics were kept minimal by design, but the mechanical complexity and high-performance components made it a challenging car to maintain. It's a perfect example of precision engineering taken to the extreme. Number 6, Mazda Miata MX5. At first glance, the Mazda Miata might seem simple, but the first-generation MX5 is a prime example of elegant over-engineering. The engineers at Mazda designed the car with perfect weight distribution, a rev-happy 1.6-liter inline 4 engine, and an impeccable double wishbone suspension all around. They meticulously engineered it to deliver sports car handling at an affordable price, packing more precision and balance than many higher-end sports cars. The Miata's simplicity is deceptive. Behind that straightforward design lies a host of thoughtful engineering choices aimed at maximizing driving pleasure and reliability, making it a timeless classic. Number 5, Vector W8. The Vector W8 was a hypercar attempt that took over-engineering to an almost ridiculous level. Its mid-mounted 6.0-liter twin-turbo V8 was designed to produce 625 horsepower, but the car's true complexity was hidden in its chassis and electronics. The W8 had an aluminum honeycomb chassis, a complex active suspension, and a full suite of electronics that were ahead of their time but notoriously unreliable. Every component was bespoke and handcrafted, making the W8 incredibly expensive and difficult to maintain. Despite its raw power and futuristic design, the car's complexity led to mechanical failures and limited production. It's a fascinating example of ambition exceeding practicality. Number 4, Saleen S7 LM. The Saleen S7 LM was an extreme evolution of the S7, designed specifically for racing but still street legal. Underneath its aggressive bodywork lay a highly over-engineered 7.0-liter naturally aspirated V8 producing around 600 horsepower. The car featured a carbon fiber chassis and body panels, paired with an advanced aerodynamics package optimized for downforce and cooling. What makes the S7 LM a prime example of over-engineering is its race-spec suspension and braking systems, designed to withstand intense track conditions while remaining road legal. This made it an incredibly capable yet complex machine that required expert maintenance and care. It's a car where every detail screams performance, but with the cost and upkeep to match. Number 3, Volkswagen XL1. The Volkswagen XL1 was engineered as an ultra-efficient hybrid, but the lengths VW went to achieve this were extraordinary. Built with a carbon fiber monocoque chassis, lightweight magnesium wheels, and aerodynamic efficiency that earned it a drag coefficient of just 0.189, the XL1 pushed boundaries. It combined a tiny 0.8-liter two-cylinder diesel engine with an electric motor to deliver about 47 horsepower, yet achieved an incredible fuel economy of over 200 miles per gallon. The complexity of integrating lightweight materials, hybrid powertrain, and cutting-edge aerodynamics made it a marvel of over-engineering focused on efficiency rather than outright power. Number 2, Mercedes-Benz 600 Grosser. The Mercedes-Benz 600 Grosser was the epitome of luxury and over-engineering in its era. This limousine was packed with cutting-edge technology. A complex hydraulic system powered everything from the windows and seats to the sunroof and trunk. It had an air suspension system that offered an unmatched ride comfort, powered by a massive 6.3-liter V8 engine producing around 250 horsepower. The 600 grosser was as powerful as it was luxurious. However, the intricate hydraulics and electronics made maintenance difficult and costly. Its engineering ambition was to create the perfect state car, and despite its flaws, it remains one of the most technically impressive luxury cars ever made. Number 1. Lexus LFA. The Lexus LFA stands at the pinnacle of Japanese over-engineering, with a 4.8-liter V10 engine producing 552 horsepower, built almost entirely in-house by Toyota's artisans. It showcased precision and innovation. The LFA used extensive carbon fiber reinforced polymer CFRP in its chassis and body to reduce weight. Beyond its powertrain, the LFA featured a highly sophisticated digital instrument cluster, a titanium exhaust system producing a unique sound, and a transmission designed specifically for lightning-fast shifts. Every component was engineered to push the boundaries of performance and quality. The LFA was over-engineered not just for power, but for a flawless driving experience, making it a modern supercar masterpiece.